time in the last 2 months, a fire broke out at the Charlestown complex on the Utica-Frankfort line. Utica officials are working to address the long vacant building. News Channel 2's Caitlin Erla spoke with the Utica fire chief. She's live here in the studio to tell us what the next steps are. Caitlin, good evening.
Good evening, Kristen. Utica Fire Chief Scott Ingersoll says this is a unique property because it sits on the border of Oneida and Herkimer counties. Last night, several fires broke out in the building, and conditions inside made it difficult for fire crews to respond.
One of the issues that our firefighters face is the amount of collapse and the condition of the structure.
Fighting a fire in a building that is falling apart is hard enough. But when there are several fires that break out in the same complex at the same time, that makes it almost impossible for fire crews to do their job.
When we sent companies back in to do a secondary search, we weren't able to get into the entire structure because there's parts of the floors on the second, third, and fourth floor that have large holes in them. It's unsafe for the firefighters to be operating.
Chief Ingersoll says altogether there were 5 fires that broke out last night, but there have been several more in the past.
In the last 2 years, there's been at least 3 second alarm fires at Charlestown itself. Obviously it's an abandoned structure. We've had more fires in the past there, but I'm just going back the last couple years, and they pose a significant problem to us.
At this point, no one has been charged in connection with these fires. Chief Ingersoll says officials from Utica and Frankfort say they want something done with this property sooner rather than later.
We all know that disability is an issue and that we want to work collectively to come to a conclusion, to get some remedy for this structure. I would love to see it demoed by the proper person. I don't know who that's going to be at this time.
I did speak to Frankfort's town supervisor earlier today, and he says he has reached out to Assemblywoman Marianne Buttonshot to see if they can get assistance from the state. He also says they are willing to work with the city of Utica to find a solution so that this building doesn't cause any more problems. Chief Ingersoll says Utica city officials will meet tomorrow. Kristen, back to you.
Caitlin Erla live tonight. The Boston store has a new